Okay, figure 1 is called A2 as a section, so it's a small link between the A section and into the B section that starts at figure 2. We're vaguely...
Between what, sorry?
A2, a small section linking the A section and the B section. So lower strings come in, and then a solo is passed across the woodwind from the flute to the oboe to the A clarinet. If you look at the viola part, the third bar in, you've got the 3-2-1 idea in there. Remember 3-2-1 from the first movement?
Yeah.
So third bar in,
Oh, not that.
in the viola part, is a 3-2-1.
Is that it again, though?
No,
Oh.
different pitch. And then we just got these slow held chords in the strings, moving very, very slowly through the section. Up to figure 2. Now, as we lead into figure 2, the chords are moving us into D sharp minor. So, leading up to figure 2, it's moving us towards D sharp minor. But, will we... That's right, finish that one. So, heading towards D sharp minor. When we get to figure 2, we actually get a D sharp major chord. So figure 2 is D sharp major. Okay, if we're in a minor key, or if we're round about a minor, we expect to land in a minor chord in a cadence, but we land on the same chord but in the major. What's it called? Tierce de Picardy. So make sure you write that in. There is a tierce de Picardy there. Do you want that spelled?
Yeah.
Oh, spell it. Can we watch Helen Grimond playing the first movement after?
Okay, tierce de Picardy, where you're expecting a major chord at the end of a cadence, but minor chord at the end of the cadence, sorry, and it's played as a major. So section 2 is the start of the B section. So the B section goes from section 2 to the end of section 6. Okay, so section 2 to section 6. So left hand of the piano carries on going, but we see a lot more modulation in the middle section, and we see use of sequences. So, how's the middle section different from the start and the end? More modulation, use of sequences, but the left hand does continue. Okay, so more modulation, sequences, but the left hand continues. So, we're on page 51. Top line, we can see the French horn just has this howled. Sorry. It's kind of a snippet of the theme there in the French horn. Can you see that along the top line? Sorry, not French horn. Cor anglais. Corno inglés. So the top line there at 51. This idea from the theme that we then see at bar 50 in the bassoon. Yeah, so it's in the cor anglais, gets passed down to the bassoon. All the while the left hand of the piano is doing a cha-cha, and the piano right hand is getting slightly more complicated. Can Can you hear that as a whole sequence? Yeah, if you think at bar 50, sorry, start of section 2, the right hand of the piano, bar 50. Can you hear how that's a sequence, how that's dropped? Becomes. Did you get that, Amelia?
Yeah.
So we've got a falling sequence there as an example. And then at figure 3, the piano resolves something that's similar to the opening theme. So at figure 3, it's similar to the opening theme there. Still with these gentle, moving, sustained chords in the strings. Okay, so these gentle moving chords and strings. We get to figure 4. Now at figure 4 the key signature is cancelled, as in he just puts 2 naturals in. It doesn't mean he's landed in C major or in A minor. It means it's going to get much more chromatic, so he just wipes out the key signature. So figure 4, key signature is cancelled because it's getting more chromatic. At figure 4, there is a suggestion of D major. Now, we were in E major, so D major is the major key of the flattened leading note. Think of an E major scale. Your leading note is D sharp. So D major is the key signature of the flattened leading note of the home key. D major, flattened leading note of the home key. At figure 4 then, you can see that the right hand of the piano, now the right hand of the piano obviously started really slowly. At figure 2, at the start of the B section, got a little bit busier. And then at figure 4 it's getting even more intense, isn't it? Yeah, so at figure 4, piano part getting more intense. And you've also got rising scalic ideas to begin with in the horn and in the bassoon. Not following a specific scale pattern. It's a rising scalic pattern. Transfers up to the woodwinds. Yeah, so it's rising in pitch, and it's also a rising scalic pattern. So it's giving that feeling of building the tension and building the tension.
Could you call it antiphonal or not?
More likely to be imitation because they overlap.
Okay.
But really, it's just a rising passage that's transferred over.
Yeah.
Okay, 62. 62 is the 4th bar of page 52. 62 there is the 4th bar of 60. There, yeah, 4th bar of page 52. Now there is the only section where the cha-cha ends. We just pass through 4 bars here. Where where we lose the cha-cha. The only 4 bars in this movement where that happens. Only place where the left hand stops the cha-cha. Now the way he gets over that, is that he uses the right hand as well. Yeah, so we have the cha-cha between the hands, just for those 4 bars. Otherwise, the whole of the rest of the movement, the cha-cha is in the left hand only. Okay, in that 4-bar passage as well, from 62, you've got the melody going on in the violins. Now the violins have played not much of a role at all so far this movement. So for 4 bars, there the melody is transferred over onto the violins. And in that passage then we've got what we call rising appoggiaturas. Now appoggiaturas we used to... here he's using them written down. If you look at the violin parts, 2 bars before figure 5, so the bottom stave of 52. We call that an appoggiatura because it's just decorating the journey, that's the direction of play. Yes, there's a rising appoggiatura, which is that F sharp there. Just before figure 5 then, the last 2 bars there, you've also got a D to G cadence, a perfect cadence in G major. So 64 into 65, 2 bars before figure 2, is a D to G major perfect cadence. Make sense so far? Mm-hmm. Okay, figure 5 is the big build-up before we go into the A section repeats. We'll do that next time.